Hey there, I just wanted to talk to you about something. Have you been feeling confused or maybe just curious about all the stuff people are saying lately? Like, I don't know if you're hearing it, but like the earth is shifting into 5D, splitting into two worlds, or make sure you raise your frequency, become a vibrational match to your desires. And you're sitting there like, okay, what does that actually even mean? Yeah, well, I was like that too. Totally. Like, what does that mean? What does that look like? Why? I am not a guru. I am not a quantum physicist. I'm just someone who's been on this self-growth, healing, getting out of survival brain journey. I've been learning all about like our brain and our bodies, the value of somatic release, mindset shifting. And so somewhere along the way, this whole concept of frequency and vibrations just kept popping up. And honestly, it actually started to make sense in a very real, kind of grounded way. So I dove in. And so here's what I figured out. So let's break it down. Now, again, I am no expert, but I am just fumbling my way through, and I thought I would share with you. Everything in the universe is energy. You, me, your dog, your thoughts, emotions, even your tea mug. And energy vibrates. That's science. And it has a frequency. That's not just a woo-woo idea. This is actual, real science. Every atom is moving. Every solid, even solid stuff, isn't really solid. It's just vibrating at a slower frequency. Take that in for a second. So, when people are talking about raising your vibration, right, they're actually saying shifting the energy you carry with you. Your like emotional, mental, and even spiritual frequency. And so you want to shift that to match higher states of consciousness. Things like love, gratitude, peace, joy, compassion. All of these things are higher frequency. Think of emotions like a radio dial. Fear, shame, anger. Those are lower frequencies. Totally human, totally valid. But when we live in them all the time, you're actually tuning into lower broadcast, right? And so like love, abundance, your intuition, those are all higher frequencies. And so that's like tuning into the good stuff, right? Where things flow with ease, where we feel aligned, safe, where we attract more of what matches us energetically. I've learned that the universe does not give you what you want. The universe brings to you what you are. Okay, so now let's talk about the 3D and 5D thing. So 3D is where most of us have been operating for a very long time. It's physical. It's like linear. It's based on survival, ego, separation, lack. It's the world of do more, prove more, hustle harder. It's not bad. It's just has a limited lens. A necessary one when we think about it, especially when you're healing or just surviving. Okay, so the 5D, or the fifth dimension, isn't a physical place. That's what I was struggling with. I was like, what, are we in two different places here? But it's a state of consciousness. It's where unity, compassion, intuition, and love lead the way. There's no fear. There's no scarcity. It's where you start realizing, I don't have to force. I can flow. I can trust. I can co-create with life. And you can already feel, like just me talking about that, the difference, right? It doesn't mean you float away on a meditation pillow, because I can't float away or meditate. And you're not ignoring your bills or real life. It just means you start making decisions from alignment, not from anxiety. You start making decisions based on love and not fear. You regulate your nervous system. You tune into your thoughts. You actually become a vibrational match to the life that you want to live. Wow, hey? Well, that sounds great, I say. But then, so what? What now? So when people say things like, the Earth's frequency is rising. We're moving into a new Earth. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but I'm hearing that a lot. And so you need to raise your vibration so that you can move with the new Earth. But what they're really saying is this. Okay, this is what I've taken away from everything. We're waking up. We're healing from the fear. We're remembering who we are underneath this human skeleton, meat suit, I've heard someone call it. We're remembering all the conditioning, the programming that we've gone through. We're starting to trust love over control. We're choosing peace over panic. We're vibrating differently. And that's going to create different outcomes, individually and collectively. We're all in this together. So, no, you don't need to get it all perfectly, because believe me, I certainly don't. And you don't need to ascend like an enlightened alien being, however we are. We just need to become aware. And we just need to be able to choose us, to select a life of peace and ease, of love and gratitude. So choose love, choose presence, choose to align with what you want to feel rather than what you're afraid of. That's where the real shift happens. And when you do, your external life begins to reflect it. You start attracting relationships that fill you up, opportunities that excite you and move you, experiences that are going to match your new frequency. Because remember, the universe brings to you where you're at. So yeah, it's a little bit of a mystical, magical, unknown, curious thing, but it's also very real. And if you're like me, still figuring it out as you go, welcome. Welcome to the craft of wellness, because that's what I'm doing. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. So yeah, if that kind of even made a tiny little bit of sense, and you're like, yeah, interesting, and you're curious about what it means to live in alignment, to raise your frequency, and to actually feel good in your body, in your life, hit subscribe, follow the craft of wellness, and let's figure this out together. I'm going to keep sharing all of the little tricks and tips that I learn. By no means am I claiming to have mastered it all, but I have walked through the fog and I have gotten out of survival mode, yay me, and I'm now into something that feels so peaceful, so much more me. I can't even begin to tell you. You don't know what it's like to live out of survival brain until you live out of survival brain. Seriously. You don't even realize that you're there until you're out of it. And if that's the kind of path that you're on or you're into or you're curious about, you're in the right place. So let's keep learning, keep growing, and keep vibing a little higher. One breath, one choice of me, and one day at a time. So hit subscribe, follow, like, share the video. And you know what? You got this. We got this. We're in this together. Have a great day.